So the sub question to this one is there any particular obstacle or hurdle that was or what was the biggest obstacle to kind of you getting to that path sooner, perhaps?
A lot. Well, it was this other passion of mine, this dream of being a professional musician, and really sort of knowing when to quote unquote hang up the skates. Right? It's like if you're a hockey player and you don't make it to the NHL, there's one point where you have to say, "I need to stop skating every day." And it's not that you need to stop skating every day, but like I needed a job, And I was through my 20s, I was dedicated to learning how to play the drums as best as I possibly could. And I got pretty far as a journey of self-discovery and of self-knowledge and of discovering an art and exploring an art. I crushed it in my 20s. I was an extremely good drummer. I could say that at age 27, 28, I was the best drummer that I could be. And if I had the means, then yes, I would have kept doing that, where I was practicing 8 to 10 hours a day. I was working part-time as a server, and I was making enough to sort of, make my rent and feed myself and basically support my drumming habit, which was great. But, coming up, but I was unceremoniously fired from my serving job at age 27. And that's where I realized, like, am I going to be doing this forever? Where I am just serving and I'm just learning how to play the drums. And will that be the life that I want in 10 years? And I think in my 20s, I was not very future minded. I was not, I was not thinking about where I would be in 5 years, where I would be in 10 years, or not realizing that what I do now is going to affect what I can do in 5 or 10 years. And that's the shift in the mindset that I really had to accept and embody.
I can definitely, and you even said, I liked that you mentioned how, like the things that you're sort of pursuing or the things that you're doing affect like what you can do down the road. And like, that's something that I've been sort of in this perpetual state for a few years now of like, I don't necessarily know exactly what I want to be doing in 5 or 10 years. I just kind of know some things I enjoy doing. And like, it's sort of always been it started a few years ago to be like, okay, I'm going to work on X, Y, or Z for the next kind of 6 to 12 months. And I'm going to see where I am in a year from now and kind of reassess. And it kind of is now more like every month I'm kind of working at stuff and then kind of like, okay, do I still want to be going on this, or do I want to turn slightly, or do I want to go completely, off to the side? And things are just kind of like, yeah. So I've been thinking a lot about that of like, I it's hard for me to have like a longer term goal just for a variety of reasons. But when I do look at what I'm doing and kind of what seems to make sense or what seems viable as a thing to kind of keep doing, it's a lot to think about. And it's part of why I like doing the show as well, because I kind of get to learn from others and maybe get some ideas or some like something that a guest might say might spur an idea for me or might spur an idea for one of the audience. And I think that's just kind of a little bonus of it.
Imagine the life you want at 40 and plan for that now.